Hello board game brothers and sisters, and today I've got another Kickstarter alert for you. This is a big one, so stay tuned as we make sense of Monoliths Beyond the Monolith, Monoliths Beyond the Monolith campaign. So we have a few possible savings with backers with this one. First, there's the Winged Monkey early bird freebie for anyone who backs in the first 7 days. Secondly, there's a 5% credit as a stretch goal, which I love to see. It's always nice to see stretch goals that don't add any cost or complications to the manufacturing. And finally, there's a really generous sponsorship discount, which I'm really not a fan of. Essentially, if you backed a previous campaign of theirs, you're getting a specific discount based on what you pledged previously. Or if you can find a previous backer who isn't backing this campaign, they can transfer you their discount. I understand that Monolith wants to reward backers that back their previous campaigns, but I really don't like the uneven playing field that this creates. There is a find a sponsor thread they link on BGG, but finding a discount this way is really chaotic and essentially a lottery when it all boils down to it. I scroll through this and I see all these wonderful gamers looking forward to supporting Monolith even before the campaign even started. Yet they have to rely on the good fortune that some kind backer is going to grant them a discount. It really sucks as a new backer getting in early, eager to support Monolith, following along up until this point, but then finding out there's a really generous discount that they don't get and there's really nothing they can do about it. I'll leave a link to the discount page below, so check it out and you can try your luck to try and get a discount. So if you're interested in this at all, I suggest backing this right now to lock in the early bird and then subscribing to my channel, as I'll be doing a follow-up video 7 days before this ends to let you know if I'll be backing this and also to help you make your decision. If you already missed the early bird because you saw this video too late, make sure to also subscribe so that you don't miss out on the next one. So digging into this campaign, this is only a small sliver of what I believe Monolith has planned, and I'm going to tell you right now what this campaign is all about. Beyond the Monolith core system is a versus system which contains all the core components you'll need to play a 1 versus 1 game. To play a game, you'll need separate modules, which in this campaign come in the form of Conan-themed factions, which players will pin against each other during a game. In addition to this, there's Conan-themed Mercenaries and Beyond the Monolith generic monsters, which act as mercenaries and can be hired or summoned to your faction during a game. The system is actually very similar to Keyforge if you're familiar with that. You have your core box, which contains all your base components, and then you can buy the different decks which you swap out game to game. This campaign is primarily focused on the Conan universe, but in the future you'll see factions and content from other Monolith universes, as well as universes from other publishers. This includes Batman, CCG, Zombicide, Cthulhu Wars, and many others yet to come. The core philosophy of the Beyond the Monolith system is to lower overall cost to consumers and reuse miniatures across games to get them more time on the table and less time on your shelf. Their slogan might be, stop buying new miniatures and play more with the ones you have. So there are two options to get the Monolith core system in this campaign. If you already have Batman CCG's Versus expansion, then you already have part of the Beyond the Monolith system, and there's an upgrade kit that you can purchase that will provide you with whatever you're missing. For everyone else, you'll have to buy the core system box. This campaign also includes the Legacy box, which has nothing to do with the Beyond the Monolith system, and I'll get into that a bit later. So let's take a look at the pledges. So we have the leader pledge for 109 euros. This includes everything you need to play the Beyond the Monolith Versus system, and it also includes 2 Conan faction boxes of your choice. There's a total of 4 at the start of this campaign, so this allows you to pick 2 of the 4. And then we have the Bat pledge for 89 euros, which, like I was saying before, if you already have the Batman Versus mode expansion, then you can back this to get everything else you need to upgrade your kit to the Beyond the Monolith core system. And it also comes with 2 Conan faction boxes of your choice for 89 euros. This is the Legacy pledge, and this adds new features to the retail or core Conan game experience, and it uses miniatures that you'll see in this campaign. I'll get more into detail on that at the end of this video, so stay tuned if you're interested in that. Finally, you can pledge 375 euros for the all-in Beyond the Monolith bundle, which contains all the material dedicated to play Beyond the Monolith. All pledges are expected to deliver in March of 2021, and you'll have to pay shipping on top of the pledge as well. They do do have estimates posted on their campaign page, but keep in mind that's just for the leader pledge only. So if you're getting anything more than that, expect the shipping rates to be higher. As for the add-ons, there's 4 factions you can choose from. So the Pirates and Buccaneers, obviously that has a lot of pirates, and it includes some deep ones as well, and some various other characters. Then you have Dangerous Wilderness, which includes miniatures like apes, tribes, trolls, and animals. Then you have Armies of Aquilonia, which includes soldiers, sorcerers, wolves, and a really cool looking giant idol. And then finally, the 4th faction is Demons and Sorcerers, which just has a ton of monsters and necromancers, skeletons, mummies, demons, and just, I think that one looks really cool. And I'm already noticing some H.P. Lovecraft references in these minis, so it's pretty cool that the H.P. Lovecraft universe is making an appearance in this campaign already. Aside from the factions, there's Mercenaries curated for the Conan universe, and then there's also monsters that can be recruited by any faction as mercenaries and can also be used in Mythic Battles Pantheon if you buy the Mythic Battles upgrade kits. Besides that, there's some additional dice and most of everything repeated in the picking zone. If you don't want to commit to a full box, you can pick the miniatures that you're most interested in. So for those of you wondering what the Legacy Pledge is, it's basically the Tome of Skelos expansion for Conan plus the Legacy box, and it's completely unrelated to Beyond the Monolith, aside from it sharing a few components. The Tome of Skelos is a hardcover book with new scenarios for Conan's adventure mode. You'll need the core Conan board game to play this expansion. Keep in mind that the Legacy box comes with minis found in the factions and mercenary boxes. So if you're going to be pledging for all of those, all you need to do is purchase the Tome of Skelos and the upgrade kit in the Pledge Manager. You'll also need the retail or core Conan box for this. So if you don't have that, you can also purchase that in the Pledge Manager. So I hope this video made some sense of the campaign for you. This one is a mouthful and there's a lot of different options. So I really hope you found this helpful and it cleared things up a little bit. I'm really excited to see how this campaign develops and to see how a system like this affects the board game industry. And mostly I'm interested to see if this actually keeps some money in our wallets. So if you found this useful, or if you want to see the upcoming video I'll be making 7 days before this campaign ends, make sure to subscribe below. It's a great way to support the channel and it's free. These videos take a really long time to make, so if you'd like to support me a little bit more, I do have a Patreon, so check that out in the description below as well. That's it for this Kickstarter alert, so remember to keep that shelf cluttered, keep that shelf cluttered, and keep the table full. Enjoy the campaign. Take it easy.